Good morning, Shavua Tov, V'Gotavach, and welcome. Thanks for tuning in to Kila Chari Torah's daily Sefirat to Haomer, counting the Haomer with opportunities for spiritual growth for Sunday, May the 29th. Let's take a step back to Friday night, to Leil Shabbat, Shabbos. On Friday evening, we counted 42 days of the Haomer. Hayom Shnayim Uva'arba'im Yom Shehem Shisha Shavuot LaOmer. That's 6 complete weeks out of 7 of the Haomer, getting there, getting close. The Sefira for the day for Shabbos was Malchus Shabbat, nobility in bonding. So Mrs. Juravel writes, starts off with a joke, always a good thing. Today's Midah is Malchus and Yesod, nobility within bonding. You know that old joke from when Bill Clinton was president. The story goes that Bill is upset with Hillary for picking on him for something. He says, Hillary, what do you want from me? You know that guy, you know that the guy you dated before me is still pumping gas in Little Rock, Arkansas. You did pretty well. She smugly answers, no, Bill, you did pretty well. If I would have married him, he would have been the president and you would have been the one pumping gas. Ha! In every joke, there's a kernel of truth. Whom we connect to and bond with does impact our lives in a big way. Today, we take a good look at the way we make others feel through the bonds that we have, and we take steps to make sure that the feeling we impart to them is one of nobility. Doing that helps ensure they can act nobly also. Think about the people in your life. Which ones make you feel noble when you're with them or after you leave them? Which ones enhance your feeling of dignity and pride and inspire you to grow and be more? Chances are they're the people you find yourself wanting to keep hanging out with. Do you do that for other people? Do you see the goodness in people who are trying to bond with and encourage them to be more as a result? After all, are you fully aware of your great ability to bring out their malchus, their nobility, their majesty? What inspires us to be more is not being told to be more. It's not having our flaws pointed out, criticized, and tweaked all the time. That's not what does it. It's when we are reminded of who we are, our innate malchus, when we are seen by another as special, unique, and potentially good, that inspires us to want to get there. We start seeing ourselves through their adoring eyes. The call to action for Shabbos, not too late to grab onto it if you like. When you say Moda Ani, focus on the last two words. Rabba emunasecha. How great is your faith, God, in me. God believes in us so much. The fact that he gives us another day with a clean slate is proof. He looks at us as our best selves. Start off that day with that conviction and let it sink in. Beautiful. You could take that with you all week. Now, last night, Motzei Shabbos, we counted 43 days of the Haomer. Hayom Shloisha v'Arba'im Yom Shehem Shisha Shavuos v'Yom Echad LaOmer. Today is 43 days, which is 6 weeks and 1 day of the Haomer. The Sefira for the day, listed in the Siddur, in your Art Scroll Siddur, Chesed Shebemalchus, loving kindness in nobility. It's hard to believe we're nearing the finish line. We've reached the last of the Midas, the final trait in our journey through Sefira. We have reached Malchut, Malchus. It means kingliness, majesty, nobility, leadership. Malchus is the culmination of our work, and it's the sum total of all the work we've done up until now. If we combine kindness, discipline, balance, and endurance, refine them with the humility of knowing where it all comes from, and then capitalize on the beautiful opportunity of bonding with all those traits and making them a part of us, what do we get? Malchus. We arrive at being the figures of majesty who, in fact, we all intrinsically are at our core. Each of us is part of the Mamleches Kohanim, the nation of priests, of Kohanim, as God calls his precious people. What does it mean to be a Kohen? It's a lengthy explanation here, a good, in-depth conversation about what that means for all of us. Let me just mention the call to action for today. Think of the chesed you need to show as a leader and see if any area needs fine-tuning. Do you listen to those who need to listen to you carefully and take their opinions and needs to heart? Are you patient with them and concerned about their well-being? Do you reward their hard work with kind words and extra appreciation? If you're really brave, ask someone you lead for feedback and input on what they would recommend you do differently or better. There's a challenge for the day. Okay, have a good day, a good week. Let's see, tomorrow's Erev Rosh Chodesh, so we'll talk about that in due course. Have a wonderful Yom Yerushalayim. May we see it come to its truest sense, the Ir Shalem. May we all be more complete as a result of having Jerusalem complete. All the best. Shavua Tov.